Okay, watch Santa, watch Santa, watch Santa. And deceased.
Deceased. Oh, wow. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Conscious Club podcast, the number 2 Vulfpeck podcast. Now that Michael McBolton podcast exists, yes, that is our slogan, if you were wondering. I wanted to announce that we are now produced by Chobo Podcasts, a podcast production company here out in the Valley in the Los Angeles area. And we are produced by Chobo Podcasts. It's a podcasting powerhouse out of the Valley. Mm-hmm. And you can see their podcast at chobo.co. There's a little link tree there. And welcome, everybody. This is the number 1 Vulfpeck podcast. What do we do here on the Conscious Club podcast, Tori?
We throw shade. We audit the auditors.
We throw shade, audit. We mainly get audited.
We say the wrong things,
yes.
And then Danny Wood comes for our throats, basically.
Yeah, it's a friendly throat cutting, though.
I didn't say cutting. I just said comes for our throats.
Oh, comes for our throats. I mean,
that could mean just coming and just going.
Well,
but that's nothing.
Yeah,
violent.
it's usually just a. It's never
violent,
malicious.
nothing
Yeah,
violent.
he just, he's like, know your place. Here, get it right. But everybody, thank you and welcome to a very special edition of the Conscious Club podcast. It is December. It is the end of a terrifying year, a crazy year in 2020, a global pandemic. But we are trying to spread the light, spread the joy. And we're going to have a great Conscious Club podcast for you today. And
we have a lot for you.
Yeah, what's on the docket today, Tori?
We have singing slugs. We have a TikTok poll, our first brand new segment to the Conscious Club podcast. We have a TikTok segment with some holiday TikToks. We have a hot cocoa tier list this year. Last year, if you watched our holiday episode, we had an eggnog tier list. And this year we have a hot cocoa tier list where we'll be trying all of the brands you can find in your local supermarket and finding the best hot cocoa for you, because that's what we do here.
Finding the best. I love that slogan. Finding the best hot cocoa for you, because that's what we do. I love that.
At least on our holiday shows.
Yeah. And also we have an Instagram. It's at the Conscious Club Podcast. We had lower thirds a long time ago, and I think I'll bring them back for this episode. Look at that lower third, huh? Yeah, at the Conscious Club Podcast on Instagram. Also, Victoria is an incredible artist. She has a lot of stuff on Etsy that you could buy. You could buy her prints. You could buy her ornaments. Look at this beautiful ornaments that we got here.
Actually,
these
I don't think you can see my ornaments. Hold on.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, they're dangling right there.
Okay,
yeah,
great,
of course.
great,
Yeah,
great.
They're in the frame. I made sure they're in the frame.
Thank
of course,
you.
this is produced by Chobo. Chobo Podcast. So it's going to be in the frame. That's the slogan of the company.
Can they see our Christmas lights too?
Barely. Yes.
Barely?
Yes, they're in the frame a bit, but they're hanging. Yeah, you can see them dangling here and a bit here. But yes, it is festive here in the Conscious Club
they see the
podcast,
cocoa
regardless
too?
if you can't see it or not. What's up?
Cocoa too? Can they see
The cocoa. Yes, I tried to make sure that they were front and center here for
Great job.
Everybody to see. Yes, we are having a hot cocoa taste test tier list here at the end of the episode. I suspect everybody's just gonna skip to that part and completely skip, the proceedings to that. But hey, I don't know. The Danny Woods, the Danny Goods, the Timber Wolves, they'll stay.
Yeah, they'll stay. It is a very special year. It is almost the 1-year anniversary of a very Vulfy Christmas.
On the 23rd, next week.
I have it here for you guys. Maybe we'll jump around a little bit.
Yes, the very Vulfy Christmas. It's a very, I like, it's, we can take this opportunity to create the tradition. Mm-hmm. I think, Vulfpeck is new, mm-hmm. but has roots so deep to the past that I think it starting a new tradition is very Vulfpeck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have to say that this came at a perfect time because Apple, unfortunately, got full exclusivity on a Charlie Brown's Christmas special. And now it's on their streaming platform, Apple TV+. This is not a spawn, by the way. This is not sponsored for Apple TV+, but I'm saying this is very important because we can get our Charlie Brown Vulf fix here on YouTube for free, and you don't have to go on Apple TV+ to watch the classic Charlie Brown Christmas special. You could just pop on your YouTube here.
Pop it on.
And watch something just absolutely magical, and you don't even have to.
I guess it's for the Android users out there, because I think if you have an Apple device, you have Apple TV Plus free.
Only for the first year.
First year. So a lot of people are still on it, on that first year plan.
So
if you got an iPhone, you got an Apple ID, you probably got access to it. So
for a year.
Yeah, for all you Androids out there, go and watch this Vulfy Christmas. You got your fix here. Yes.
But yeah, and then I believe you told me that he also brought back some of his merch too. He brought back the vinyl.
Oh, the very Vulfy Christmas merch.
He brought back this and the
vinyl was on a limited run. Yeah, I think, I think Woody Goss is a calculated man. I think we don't. I think for him to not do that wouldn't be very Woody Goss.
Yeah.
I think to make an order on some sweatshirts, some a couple hundred vinyls. I think over the course of a year, during the course of a pandemic, I think that's an adequate amount of time to re-up your stack, as they say.
Let's take a look
as I
here.
say, yes. A very Vulfy Christmas. WoodyGoss.bandcamp.com.
Do you think this is? I'm trying to remember where he had his
vinyls are sold out. Vinyls are sold out.
Is that what I said?
Yeah. Is it WoodyGoss.com?
It might be.
Anyway, we should know. It's the Conscious Club podcast.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. A very VulfyChristmas.com. Sold out. Sold out.
Sold out. Well, that's what you do when you create scarcity. There's a scarcity model embedded in the Vulf sphere. And when you only have... See, that's the thing. The products have to be good. Great. Grand, even. Not just good. Great. The products have to be great and minimal and special. And, I think it checks all those boxes.
I agree.
Yeah. But a very Vulfy Christmas. We love you, and you have become a tradition here in the Chobo Studios.
I should have brought the
Valley.
I should have brought the vinyl to into our studio here to show it to you guys. But I have the vinyl.
They have the vinyl, Tori.
True.
They can just look. They can just turn to the right or left and just look at it.
True. True.
Also, I'm wearing my Elmo hat. I want to front the Elmo hat.
I
found this old hat at my dad's house a long time ago, and I got to front it. Green and red. Thought it was good, good mixture.
Perfect.
And also, who doesn't love Elmo? He's a fun, cuddly guy. I
do love Elmo. He's the best.
Yeah.
I want to give a Vulf Nativity update. We were going to put the official Vulf Nativity that we showed you guys last year on our holiday special up for sale this year. But unfortunately, due to COVID, there's some issues with, some stuff. But anyways, it'll be coming to you guys in 2021.
2021, yes.
And I believe that my Vulf ornaments might still be around then as well. So if they don't sell this year, they'll be around next year.
Yes, Vulf ornament update. If they're not around now, you can get them next year. But we have to follow the scarce method. We only have so much time.
There's literally only 3.
And we want to give, she wants to give her all into all these Etsy products that she makes, just as I want to give my all into producing these podcasts. And I think it shows. I think it shows in the quality. I mean, look at
They might still be up right now when you guys are seeing them.
Yeah.
And I have a 20% off sale right now until December 21st.
Links in the description. It's etsy.com/shop/
Victoria's Magic Art.
Victoria's Magic Art.
Yep.
And I think we have a really fun start to the podcast here from the rundown I'm seeing here. And we have, I don't know if you were familiar, is this Google's Blob Opera?
This is a Google's new Google Arts and Culture decided to release this really cool experiment by David Lee. And
David
you can
Lee.
play with the voices. If you have a child or little kids at home, this might be really fun for them.
Really fun.
But-
Danny Wood looking at you.
So it has some pitches here.
Ooh, it does have the A sharp. Okay. We have to, this is a TCCP challenge out there. Danny Wood, Danny Good, Tamber Wolf, anybody out there listening, you have to make the Vulf intro lick with the blobs here. I would have, this is beautiful. I would have done it had I known you could enter in actual
Oh, I love their
notes.
eyeballs. Wow,
And that's
this is
just
so
a
cool.
duet. Can we get a quartet in here?
Oh, they
or a
drop in.
Trio?
They drop in.
Oh, they drop in.
Oh, here he is. All right, mezzo
Three-part
soprano.
harmony. Oh.
We have the soprano now.
This is incredible.
We have a TCP challenge. Whoever can make the first Vulf lick, like Indy said, and tag us on the Vulfpeck or on our Instagram,
Gets an
we're going to
ornament.
feature you. Oh, maybe I'll give you the ornaments for
Yeah,
free.
I mean, yeah. I gotta think like an entrepreneur here, Tori. Anybody to get that Vulf tag out and on the Vulfpeck and send us a link, you get a free very Vulfy Christmas, or I guess Vulf inspired. I can't say very
Okay,
Vulfy
booby.
Christmas.
You
It's
can
not
put
official.
on Christmas hats with this button. Okay, Christmas
Christmas
off.
hats.
Christmas on.
Christmas on, baby. But yes, anybody to get that Vulf lick out onto the pack will get a free ornament from Tori, from Victoria's Magic Art. Wow. They had a lot of fun making these blobs, huh?
You can really bend them a lot when you pull them side to side. I love the Christmas mode. It's great.
Is it only 4-part?
Oh my God! Look at that! Look at that!
Oh
look
my
at that!
gosh. Tori's having too much fun here on the Conscious Club podcast.
Oh my God! I feel bad. I'm like decimating him.
Let's try
Yeah,
it.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go. You can also mute people too.
Can I keep him at a note?
I don't know.
I want one to stay at something.
The tongues.
Beautiful. Well, I think the Google Blobs, this is the
Oh.
Blob Opera is
Oh, you
great.
guys, you can play festive songs right here.
Jingle bells.
Let's do. Yeah.
Do hark. Give me that hark. Hark the herald, dog. I gotta say that's incredible. That's beautiful. I love
I
the
gotta
Google
say,
Blobs.
Google really gave. Oh, look at. You're the.
Oh, they look where your cursor
the
goes.
look where your cursor goes.
They're the digital overlords of all of us. So
This is so cool.
this is fun.
Apparently, it's like an experiment to see how people process like harmonics or melodies or something. It has to do with like people interacting with this.
Of course, they're harvesting data from this.
Has to do. Yeah, I don't know
It's-
exactly about it. You can look into it, but it is some type of
Yeah, classic
Facebookery.
Google to go, hey, isn't this fun for you to use? And they're just like,
harvesting.
and they're like puppeteering like the way you think. Just go like, and I'm just like, now I think for the digital overlords. Now I've been taken over. Like, what if in those blobs there's a there's a hidden message that Google, like, you got Larry Page and Sergey Brin over there going. And I don't know. I think that I gave a speech in I think 2012 on Google, and that's who ran Google at that time. Don't know if Sergey Brin and Larry Page are still there, but
Long gone.
Yeah. Looking at you, Larry Page, Sarah Goodman over here. What do we got next here on the Conscious Club podcast? Do we have a Pseudo Dudo merch update?
We have a new merch.
Oh, we got new Vulf
Sold
merch.
out. Joggers.
Yeah, I don't think it's new. It's been out for a little while. I think everything's sold out. I mean, just in Vulfpeck fashion. Yeah. Yes, you got pseudodudo.com.
Let's see if the necklaces though.
I think we got to get Riley. We got to get Riley on the show because I think he's he's a lover of products. He creates products. He has impeccable taste, and I think and also he's just an overall. I think I'm gonna lower my seat here for a second. He's an overall. I want to get on the same page as Tori here. I think overall. Riley over there at Pseudo Dudo. I want to say to you, you have impeccable billiards analysis. If you go on his Instagram and you go, I think it's his. I don't know if it's IGTV or if it was his story, but the guy was analyzing some billiards balls, some billiards games, and I felt like I felt like I got sucked into a world that I didn't know existed.
Talk about niche.
And I think yes, but also not only is he a he dives deep into his niche, but he dives deep into his niche, which is Pseudo Dudo. It's all the embroidery. It's all good. It's all minimalist. It's all great.
Also, now this all makes sense. It's a billiard ball.
He's a billiard. He just loves billiards. It's like if my logo was like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy.
Also. This is a billiard.
Yeah. Right. Also, he comes up with band names. He has band names you could buy from him. Yes.
Very billiard adjacent.
At the very bottom of his page, I think there's like a list of stuff you can click. Where's the band names? He loves avocados. Gotta say, click the avocados.
Yeah.
You could pay him to shop for avocados for you.
Love that.
If you want some damn good avocados, Riley over there at Pseudo Dudo can get that for you. He could fly into your town, even during COVID, and get you your avocados if you so please.
Where is his band names? Is it one-liners?
One-liners? No. Whoa. He does those every week. He posts those on Instagram. He just writes on his lined paper.
That's awesome.
And creates calligraphy. This guy, Riley, is coming onto the Conscious Club podcast in a future podcast. We need to dive into the mind of this man. I think it is, printing, custom, returns, embellish, contact, bootleg, Instagram, pseudism. Ooh. Whoa. Global destruction. He's just an artistic guy. You got to go to pseudodudo.com and
I can
buy
see why
his merch.
Jack likes this guy.
Yeah, Jack. Sorry to cuss, everybody. Mute it for a second. Jack fucks with this guy.
That's what I was going to say, but I didn't say it because your dad always... Your dad says
sorry,
that we should
Dad.
be less...
Gotta say, to appeal to a demographics above 50 or over, or 60 or over, I gotta cut the F-bomb, so I'm sorry. But it is Vulfy to not cuss. So I want to say, I don't want to cuss. I'm just saying, when it's appropriate. It's going to come out. I'm sorry. Just like Theo Katzman and a lot of his music, I go, wow, Jack would not approve of these lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure a lot of you agree.
Jack isn't on his friends list, though.
He's not on his friends list?
No. It says the following people do noteworthy things, and I'm honored to call them true friend
doodles.
And Jack Strat is not there.
Oh, dude, I hope one day I can let's get him on the show just so that I can be on the pseudodudo.com/friends HTML page.
Goals. That is goals.
We love Riley over there. Also, our last episode 50, which was a huge episode, Hunter Treadway won. We did donate $184.
$100.47. $180.
$180.47. I made it a clean $200, a nice $200 on the top, just so Mrs. Burke. So Mrs. Burke would have I think it was like we had $180.47 just to meet her goal was another like $3.
Yeah.
So I threw it in and made it a clean $200.
Yeah.
So
we met
Miss
her
Burke
goal, which is good.
met her goal, exceeded her goal. She is getting everything that she asked and more from the beautiful people who donated to our live stream on the previous episode. If you haven't seen it, go click the thing below, and you could find it. It's episode 50.
And watch the awesome intro that we had.
Live. Yeah, the awesome intro that that was so well done. Yes. That was Vulf Trivia Live, and thank you guys for donating. Congrats to Hunter Treadway. I got a text or an email today from Hunter saying that he received his Pseudo Dudo prizes. So I don't even know what the beautiful soul that is Riley over that Pseudo Dudo gave him, but I'm sure it was plenty. I'm sure it was generous. I'm sure it was billiards related, and I hope to God, Hunter Treadway got that slick Corey Wong black hoodie.
Ooh.
Did you see with the black hoodie with the pool cue?
Yeah.
And the pool balls on it. Oh, I hope, Hunter, you are fronting that this holiday. And yes, congrats to Hunter and to everybody who contributed. Danny Wood, Tamber Wolf, and Mr. Never least. Last but never least is Drake Martin. I mean,
Aw, Drake.
of course, we love all of you guys. It was a great episode.
That's awesome.
But it's Christmas theme this year.
And we have a new Antoine. We have two new Antoines. One is an official song, and one was something that he did with his friend, which I'm going to do first because it's Christmas related. Antoine
Oh yes, I saw
this track.
Is he wearing like a
He's a nutcracker.
Yeah.
This is the Chris Johnson Big Band featuring Antoine.
I gotta say, you hit that beat like an FM radio host. You gotta say, this is Christmas. Antoine Stanley. And hit the beat right on. Oh, you hit it. She's an FM host, y'all.
Thank you.
Fireside is blazing bright as we're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Oh,
That one saxophone player looks like Jack Stratton, gotta say.
He does kinda. Oh my god, he does. The guy in the middle.
Yes.
It's
It's
the
like he's
rapping
looking
group
at the
in the
whirly,
background.
you know, that meme? You know, what the whirly sees.
Yes.
A very special Christmas for me.
I have to point something out here.
What's that?
This, I have to pause. These cables wrapped up, organized like that reminds me of you. Fully reminds me of you.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do that?
It reminds me of you so much. Indiana, I rarely call you Indiana, but Indiana's cable management.
That's my name.
I wish you could see the perfectly coiled black cable under this table right now.
It's
When it
not
comes-
perfect. It looks like shit.
To me, it's
Sorry.
perfect.
Crap. Dad.
His cable management, I have to say, is
Is it like
amazing.
Is it like the Tailwinds album?
it is Tailwinds. It is Tailwinds. I would say Jack and you would get along just because your guys' cable management is so spot on. You two.
Well, here's the thing. I am a just a humble student in this thing.
Of Jack's.
I majored in radio, television, and film. Never took a class in radio, by the way.
So why did they call that your major?
They
if you never
changed the
took a
major
radio?
the year I left and called it cinematic arts. I know.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, I know. But never took a radio class. But radio, television, and film. Jack majored in music engineering.
True.
So like what we're doing right now, using an SM57 through a cloud lifter, going into the 18i20, going straight into the Mac Mini, going into Logic Pro 3. We're keeping the track count low. We have 3 tracks.
We do have
right,
a low
keeping the track count low. That's what I'm saying. It's like I think we follow along the same ruts. It's just
he's even better.
He's on it like he's like on the other side of the Grand Canyon.
He's the
You know
Elon
what I
Musk
mean?
of chord management. Basically.
Oh yeah, I'm just a measly peasant. I'm just a measly peasant.
Yeah.
And what I wish is that I could provide a studio space for Vulfpeck to record in the future, because that's one of the goals.
That's goals.
We aren't just going to open for the openers.
Yeah.
We're not just going to do that. We're going to open for the openers at Vulf shows post COVID. It's going to happen. It's you got to manifest before shit happens, or else, I'm sorry, before stuff happens, Dad. So it can happen. That's what I'm saying. The second part, I'm getting animated. I'm getting animated. I don't even know what the second part was. What was the point I was going off? Just before
you're a humble peasant.
Humble peasant.
Compared to Jack Stratton's cable
Destroys
management.
his humility in a second here. But yes, I don't know where I was going with that. I just like to I find energy, and it just propels out. I don't know if it's entertaining or not. But hey, that's up to you to decide.
I just had to make that point about the cables because that felt very Indiana Fawcett.
Cable management. That's what. Yeah, of course.
This is my favorite sweater.
Piano.
My favorite sweater is the guy in the bottom
With
right.
the cat. It's a cat
The
sweater.
cat sweater with the Joe Dart sunglasses on. Ooh.
Doesn't this look like Jeremiah Watkins trying to act like he plays guitar well?
Basically.
I think only Danny Good would get that out
Teddy
there.
Fresh shirt. Teddy Fresh shirt.
Teddy Fresh alert.
Hold on. He'll come back in a bit.
TeddyFresh.com for some slick merch. There's the cat. So. Buttery.
Oh, pretzels and commons are here. My world is filled with cheer and you. This Christmas, and
I can see Antoine's mom getting down to this.
Oh, you know it. Just from her, if you guys caught her live stream at MSG.
It was the best part of MSG.
That was the best live
best
stream
part
at
of
MSG.
MSG.
The Pentecostal
Child
child
himself.
That's right. Look at him. He's so nutcrackered out that he's just exuding all the Pentecostalness.
I just feel like Antoine needs to do a Christmas album because I have a feeling in my spirit that his mother would love a Christmas album by him.
100%.
Also, I want that too.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I need a Christmas album by Antoine.
I mean, we just need more Antoine. I mean, do you imagine if Antoine put out the steady hits that Corey Wong was putting out?
Well, that's the
Can
thing.
you imagine he put out 8 albums this year? Come on.
Well, the thing is that Antoine's been in the recording studio recently. He is working on something, and that makes my heart full of
y'all.
hope and spirit for 2021.
Well, it's beautiful. We love
We
Mr.
have
Antoine.
But we're not done with the Antoine train here. We have a new Antoine hit that he's featured on.
Oh, is
by
this
his
what I think
friend.
it is?
This is by
special. Get out of here.
So this is by his friend Ben Smiley Silverstein,
I'm into it already, dude.
and it's his friend's second single special, and it's featuring Antoine. And we're obsessed with this song right now.
you don't have to be afraid. You just gotta keep on pressing on. Trouble don't
We're obsessed with this.
so make yourself a man, be strong.
Took his headphones
You
off.
just gotta keep on pressing on.
Oh my god! You're getting
Am I
lit.
damaging your Etsy products? over
Pretty
there?
much. Please get ornaments this year.
This sounds like Anomaly. You know that guy Anomaly? The French guy?
Oh yeah.
You've got
You
It's very syncopated. It's
Why
like
are we looking in the mirror? There's a mirror right here.
there's a mirror here.
And I
if you
caught
didn't know.
Indy watching himself in the mirror perform. Oh my god.
Oh,
I gotta say, I love this.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Keep going, Ben Smiley.
I don't care if we get claimed, cause this song is so dope.
I know, it's super dope. If we do get claimed, I'll be sad, but I love it.
Love Antoine.
And that wraps up the first part.
This is bringing us to the epic part of the show, the Cocoa tier list, and we were gonna cut to it. Let's do it, shall
Go!
we? Let's do it. All right. Hey, how about we just both snap like in
ready?
Take Your Shoes Off podcast, great podcast by the way, and we'll snap and there'll just magically be chocolate
Okay.
on it. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Chocolate. I was late.
No, you were late. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
All right, let's do it. We are in
We have cocoa.
the tier list portion of the Conscious Club podcast Christmas special for 2020, the year of all years. Really, right, Tori?
Craziest year of all years.
And if it's going to be the year of all years, we might as well have the mother of all taste tests. The hot, who doesn't love hot cocoa?
It's
Right?
a classic. Unless you don't like
classic.
chocolate, then you're not going to like hot cocoa.
Yeah, but can we really trust these people?
What?
The people who don't like chocolate.
I don't trust them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Why are you questioning me on that? Anyway,
So the
Shall
first
we,
one we have is one of
Abuelita.
my favorites.
Yes.
All right.
Abuelita.
Abuelita. And we're
Let's
going
try
to
it.
rank these best to worst, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. Abuelita, first up. Cinnamony, fruity. Classic. Tastes like Christmas to me.
It's not as mass produced, but it is. I know that it is, but like they attempt
It
not to.
tastes more homemade to
Right.
me.
Okay. It's a little sweet.
A little
It's
sweet.
a bit sweet. Yeah.
I love
Okay.
sweet though.
Okay.
Okay. Abuelita. Next up is Starbucks. which-
Starbucks.
I don't know about this one.
I
There is a
love
lot of
Starbucks.
powder in the packets though.
A lot of powder. It's the double chocolate Starbucks.
It's the double chocolate, yeah.
And I gotta say, my
It
mom
smells really good.
took me to Starbucks when she would get the coffee of the day. She would never spend over like $2 for coffee, so she would go to Starbucks and get the coffee of the day, which is basically Pike Place,
Yeah.
and then she would get me a hot chocolate. So I have a
really
bias.
cute.
I have a bias.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
All right, double chocolate from Starbucks. There's 2 brands that you can get.
Oh,
All right, making flavors. Ugh.
that's instantly better than
don't like it.
than Abuelita.
I don't really like
I think
the
I just
Starbucks one.
stopped the world from spinning by saying that opinion.
Also, all the chocolate is set at the bottom.
I gotta say, this is the best tasting chocolate so far.
I prefer the Abuelita, to be honest.
Really?
It's very chocolatey, but all my chocolate's
Chocolate.
at the bottom. Look it. And
Yeah.
Look, see, it's
So
stuck.
is mine?
Mine's all stuck.
Yeah, so is mine. Yeah, so what? Sweet. I think that's what you want from a hot chocolate. You
I
want some
want it to
extra.
dissolve,
You want
though.
some extra.
It tastes like chocolate, but it's not sweet.
Hmm.
It's just chocolatey.
I'd have this any day of the week compared to Abuelita.
I don't really
but we're
like
only on the first 2 so far.
I'm not a big Starbucks hot cocoa person because I didn't grow up with it, I think.
Well, I
had
didn't
Big
really
B.
grow up with it, but in the like 7 times my mom went to get coffee at Starbucks, she just got me hot chocolate. So, well, I guess, my mom was a harpist. If you go to maryfawcett.com, you could see her,
She's really cute.
it's a redirect link to her YouTube playlist of her harp music, maryfawcett.com, FAWCETT.com. You can. She was a wedding harpist for all seasons. She would take me to her gigs, and when I got old enough, she offered to pay me $20 to drive her and do everything for her. $20
In her car with her gas?
to a middle schooler, high school, like freshman in high school. You're like, hell yeah, $20 for a whole day's worth of work.
You had to pull her harp in for her. I'm guessing.
Yeah, pull the harp. It's a 6-foot harp. I know. I gotta complain with this with these high society types here with the harp, but yeah, it reminds me of that part of my life. So heavily biased here on the Conscious Club podcast.
Huh.
Yeah. Shall we move on to Swiss Miss Dark Chocolate?
Swiss Miss Dark Chocolate. All right, let's try this one. Oh, it's really sweet.
Oh, too sweet. It's got the classic taste. I gotta say, of
This is the one from my childhood.
I could tell this is a packet. You know what I mean? The Starbucks hot chocolate is a packet. Doesn't taste like a packet. This tastes like a packet. This tastes like your bottom barrel. This is like the oatmeal that you would eat if you're not Theo and Jack. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta say though, this one though, this Swiss Miss is very nostalgic for me because this is the hot cocoa that like my friends had in like when I was young and we had snow days because I'm from the Midwest, so we had snow days where you'd have a day off because there was too much snow to go to school, and this was the hot cocoa you'd make at your friend's house because that's what they had, the packets.
Right, got the packets.
And
well, would you
it's
say
very nostalgic to me.
Very nostalgic. Would you say
very sweet though?
Very sweet. I think.
Very
would you agree that? Do you remember the insatiable interview with I think it was Allegra Rosenberg and Woody Goss? Okay. It was either her or Alexa. Sorry, it's probably up on the screen now. It's probably Allegra, but she was saying, "What's your favorite oatmeal?" Woody Goss, and Woody goes, "There's different kinds." Kind of like basically, she's like, "I don't do the packets if that's what you're asking." Basically,
I do
like,
remember that.
I ain't one of those packet peasants.
Yeah.
I guess that's the name of the episode this week. Packet peasants. Here.
I love the packet peasant.
Packet peasant. But I feel like I'm a packet peasant here. Doesn't mean it's bad.
It's not. It's just too sweet.
There's room for everybody.
It's too sweet for me as an adult, actually. But it is nostalgic.
Yeah, say, if you're on a camping trip, hey, you got nothing else? Hey, that's hot chocolate.
Ooh, yeah, that would be good on a camping trip, actually. Exactly. The next one, though, is...
should we do the Swiss Miss back to back or swap it up? Because we got 2 Swiss Miss and 2 Nestle.
We also have 2 marshmallows.
That's what I'm saying.
Do we want the marshmallows back to back, too?
I think we go brand by brand. So let's do SM. Let's do the last one for... Okay. And then we'll do Nestle.
Okay.
So this is Swiss Miss Marshmallow.
This one's even more nostalgic, though, because this is the one that my friends had growing up. It was the Swiss Miss Marshmallow, not the Swiss Miss Dark.
I gotta say, before I even taste this, the marshmallows that they include in the marshmallow packets are like, I would rather have no marshmallows.
Also...
Also,
when I was making it, I realized...
Yeah.
Hold on. I haven't even tried it. Hold on.
Sorry. I jumped the gun on that one.
Very sweet again.
It's sweeter. It's less chocolatey. Obviously, because the other one was double chocolate. Yeah, dark chocolate.
Look how much is at the bottom of mine.
Compared to Starbucks, what is that?
Not mixed.
Is that worse or better than Starbucks?
It's too sweet. I'd rather drink the Starbucks one, I think. This one's very sweet.
What about the accumulation on the bottom compared to Starbucks?
Oh, this one's way worse than Starbucks.
Worse?
Way worse than Starbucks. Okay.
All right, Nestle
So we have Nestle milk chocolate and Nestle marshmallow.
Let's go milk first.
Okay. This one, okay.
Cleanse our palate of the marsh.
So we're going to end with the one I'm worried about, which I have concerns about the last one. But okay, so Nestle milk chocolate. This one is a lot of stuff at the bottom. I'm going to swirl it a little. Ugh. Hate it. Gotta say, no chocolate. It's just sweet milk.
Better than the Swiss Miss Marsh. Not as good as the rest, though.
It's not as good as the Swiss Miss Dark Chocolate, though. It's better than the Swiss Miss Marsh, but not as good as the Swiss Miss Dark Chocolate. That one's my favorite of the Swiss Miss.
Okay.
But this one I'm very worried about. There was no dust in the packet. I mean, nothing in the packet.
No dust?
There was nothing in the packet. The packet was literally empty. It was like a Q-Rates shipment. There was nothing there. It was literally just evaporated. So this one, I think, is just going to taste like milk. I'm very scared. I got to say Nestle failed.
Yeah.
Nestle's trash.
All right, I can.
They're trying to own all the water, and they can't even make a good hot cocoa.
Yeah.
I
What's
gotta
their
say-
slogan? It's like Nestle. It's like
We're family or whatever.
no. It's like pure life, pure joy. It's like no, it ain't, bub.
Yeah.
F that, dude.
Not when you're trying to own all the water. I gotta say, Nestle was absolute garbage
okay,
for me.
absolute trash. I gotta say the Marshmallow's worse than the
Wait, let
milk.
me try. Let's try the Marsh.
Marsh and milk.
Marsh is worse.
Yeah.
I don't like either of them, but the Marsh has to be the worst. And that's the one I had bad feelings about from the very beginning. There was nothing in the packet.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go. Okay, so from worst to best, we got Nestle Marsh, worst.
Nestle Marsh is the worst.
We both agree on that.
That one's
Next
garbage.
worst, Nestle Milk.
Nestle Milk, for
we
sure.
both agree. My next worst is Marsh on the SM.
I agree.
The
Swiss Miss Marsh.
Swiss Miss Marsh. Now,
Too sweet.
Dark, Starbucks, and Abuelita.
Abuelita.
Now, I gotta say,
This is
I
going to be
gotta
tight.
taste the Abuelita and the Swiss
Okay.
Miss Dark because
Abuelita.
I love the Starbucks. That's my number one. I'm going nostalgia. That's my
Okay,
taste.
as the Abuelita is cooled down, it's not good. As the Abuelita is calmed down, it's really, really taking a dive for me.
Oh, it tastes like pumpkin pie when it's
Okay.
cold.
It's not good when it's not hot. The
But
Abuelita, no.
I have memory reference to when it was warm.
Ugh, the Starbucks is poison.
Let me taste a cool down Starbucks here.
Okay. I'm going to say it. Even though it's too sugary, the Swiss Miss Dark is way better to me than the Starbucks. The Starbucks is bitter and there's no sweetness. I think I'd rather have it be a little too sweet and add more milk than this Starbucks when it's too bitter. So I'm going to
No.
do Starbucks next.
Well, we agree. So, Swiss Miss Marsh,
Trash.
Swiss
Yep.
or Nestle
Oh, no.
Marsh,
Nestle Marsh, Nestle Milk,
Swiss Miss Marsh.
Marsh.
Then I go Abuelita.
Okay, so the Abuelita has, as it's been sitting, is not good.
So okay,
But-
of the terrible, we agree. The bottom 3 tier is complete trash.
Yeah.
It's the Marsh, the Milk, and the Marsh with
Yeah.
the Nestle, the 2 Nestles and the 1 SM.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so we differ on the top 3.
Well, let's taste them all again. Okay. The
I kind of don't want
Abuelita's-
to. They're cold now. I have reference for all of them.
Abuelita's not good as it's cooled, but it's good to me when it's hot.
I gotta say, of the top 3, I didn't like Abuelita the most.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
love Starbucks the most, I gotta say.
Starbucks is next for me. And then it's the Swiss Miss Dark is on top, I think. Abuelita and then Swiss Miss Dark.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Starbucks, though, is too bitter and it has no sweetness to it. You get the chocolate, but it's too bitter of chocolate. I like dark chocolate. For example, my top one is the Swiss Miss Dark. But this Starbucks, there's not enough of the sweetness for me. Abuelita,
Well,
I love when it's hot.
How about this factor that we didn't factor into these? None of these companies produce coffee, do they? Other than
Starbucks?
Starbucks. No, that's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Just Starbucks.
So
yeah.
the most bitter one here is the one that generates coffee revenue
True.
out of all these companies. So I would say they're doing what they do.
That's true.
So if that's more bitter than the rest, I say they're staying true to them, and I say that's an
They are staying
attribute.
true to them.
That's an attribute to them.
I wonder if they put any coffee in this. I doubt it. But.
Here's the thing, audience, back me up on this. Danny Wood, Danny Good, Timbre.
They put vanilla
Would you
in
rather
it.
have a more
bitter or more
bitter, something that you can take away, rather than not enough bitter and then all you got is milk? I would rather be able to have options than not have options.
Sweet?
I think the
definitely
Starbucks
don't
one,
want it milky.
right? That's what I'm saying. The Starbucks one lets you judge.
It's not
You
sweet
know.
enough though for me.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. I would rather be able to add to it than not. You can't take away from it once you got what you got.
Let's do this. Let's mix the Starbucks with the Swiss Miss Dark, and see how good it is.
Ooh. Okay.
I think it's gonna be the perfect flavor because the Swiss Miss Dark is too sweet and the Starbucks is too bitter. So let's mix them. I think it's gonna be.
It's the grossest thing we've ever done on the Country Club podcast.
Okay.
Here.
I think it'll be good because it's right in the middle. Okay. I can't swirl like you swirl. You swirl good. Okay.
You got to hold the cup itself, not the.
It is. It's not too sweet.
Oh, that's great. I
That's
love
great.
that. Okay, so we agree.
So mix the Starbucks and the Swiss Miss dark chocolate together, and it's perfect.
It
has the bitterness
winner.
and the sweetness.
Gotta say, Swiss Miss, Starbucks, you gotta team up for a holiday blend. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Swiss Miss and Starbucks. Because here's the thing. I agree. Starbucks, it's not that they're not a chocolate company, they're a coffee company.
Yeah.
But why don't you mix what you do? Because they're good at hot beverages. They're great at hot beverages.
Great at hot beverages.
Hot beverages, they nail.
Yeah.
Now, Swiss Miss also nails hot beverages, but their exclusive niche of the hot beverage market. Mm-hmm. It's the hot chocolate
That's
market.
true. They are the hot chocolate market.
That's right. And if you're Starbucks, you got to understand market share.
Yes,
And if you understand market share, you go Swiss Miss.
you do.
I know Nestle got the
Definitely
market
not
share
Nestle.
with all their other ancillary products, but I ain't going to Nestle for hot chocolate.
There's a
I'm going to Swiss Miss for chocolate.
Nestle does a good chocolate chip, but it doesn't do a good hot cocoa.
Right,
I'll
like
tell
say,
you that.
say, put yourself in the aisle right now. You're looking at all the boxes, going Starbucks. So there's different rungs of people, right? There's the people who ride the bus. People who take public transport, and homeless people who take public transport, people who drive to work, people who fly to a private jet to work.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you're riding the bus, you're getting the Nestle.
I gotta say,
you're
this.
driving to work, you're taking the.
I gotta point this out too.
Yeah.
Nestle is by far the cheapest to purchase too, and it's on the bottom.
As would to be expected.
Each of these boxes is only around 99 cents. So.
Oh, well, when you put it that way, what was the Starbucks?
Starbucks is
Like
by
$3?
far the most expensive. Yeah, I'd
like
say it's
$3.
at least $3.99.
Proving my point. I gotta say, if you're flying out of Van Nuys Airport on private, you drink in the Starbucks.
You
Okay,
might be.
You ain't messing with Swiss Miss at all. Even though Swiss Miss is the common man's chocolate, Nestle is for those animals. Sorry, Nestle's for them animals. Gotta say.
But that's saying poor people are animals because those are more least expensive. So I don't want to equate being an animal with
I'm
being
not
poor.
equating. You can be the richest animal.
Sure, there's a lot of rich animals. Harvey Weinstein and Weinstein.
Yeah, don't say Weinstein. Weinstein. You damage the
The
Weinstein
Steens
name.
and the Steins.
Yeah,
I
the Steens and the
apologize to
Steins.
the Steens and
No,
the
I gotta
Steins.
say, I take back everything I said about the classist things and the everything.
Nestle's for animals.
I now realize my terrible dehumanization of the human race.
You literally
that I-
said the more expensive one is better and the poor one is animals. For animals. You literally said that. Merry
not
Christmas,
proud.
though.
Not proud.
Happy
Merry
holidays,
Christmas,
though.
happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa. I
You
gotta
didn't say Happy Hanukkah.
Hanukkah's over, babe.
I know.
I said happy Hanukkah
It's one of the winter.
during Hanukkah and before Hanukkah. You can't say happy Hanukkah after Hanukkah. It's like saying,
part of the winter Festivus.
it's like
here.
saying happy New Year's in April. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Okay.
on the shelves.
You have to guess what they are.
Paul Blart on the Joe Dart.
No,
Joe Dart on the Paul Blart.
Blart.
Yeah.
If it was Paul Blart on Joe Dart, he'd be sitting on his shoulders.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, next one. This one you might not get
You've
because
seen
you don't
Off
like
on
the
the
show.
Shelf, but you've seen
But have you seen?
Woody on Friends.
Okay, so he's not a Friends guy. I'm a Friends girl. It is Ross. So Goss on Ross is what it is.
Goss on Ross. I have to appreciate that, even though
Yeah.
I don't like Friends. Sorry, all.
Yeah, he's a How I Met Your Mother
The
stan.
4 listeners have now left.
This one though,
The Corey Gong.
Wong on Gong.
Wong on Gong. I gotta say that was a very lazy.
It was lazy,
Photoshop.
but
I'm not even gonna call that Photoshop. Who needs up on the shelf when we got Jack on Manhattan?
no, Stratton on Manhattan.
Stratton on Manhattan.
Bringing all the
I think it
schmee.
works both. Jack on Manhattan.
Jack on hat. True.
Manhattan.
This one's the best though.
Oh my God.
Wong on Bong.
Oh, damn, dude.
I feel like Corey really would disagree with this. Like he probably
Heavily.
would never endorse this, but I love it.
How this got past the admins,
I don't know.
I don't know, but there's a toker
Wong
among
on
the admins.
Bong.
I love it.
I have a sneaking suspicion it's Hunter Treadway, but I won't call anybody out. All right.
In the Elf on the Shelf, we got Thiele on a wheelie.
Leon Wheelie. All right, last one.
All right, Elf on a Shelf, we got Dosick on.
We have Joey on.
Joey on David?
Bowie.
Joey on Bowie. Oh, yeah, Joey on Bowie.
Great. You guys did awesome with these on the Vulfpeck.
Actually, absolutely incredible Vulfpeck. That was awesome.
So now we have our newest segment on the Conscious Club podcast. This is the TCP TikTok poll.
Go to list view for that. Oh, my God.
Sir. Okay, ready?
Let's do it.
It's a mask. Heaven's sakes, it's just a mask. Such a shame that asking folks to follow rules gets you harassed. You can shout, you can glare, but listen, Karen, I don't care. Never seen folks so dramatic over a f***ing piece of fabric. Hard to breathe, feels too hot. Put your bitch in, there's a thought. Shut a cup, and don't you give me any sass. We've got a lot to do, and it's not just the flu. So wear a mask. 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 Get your head out of your ass. Try to think of someone other than yourself. Is all we ask.
That speaks for itself.
My favorite part is the effing piece of fabric.
Yep.
I can't breathe. It's too hot.
You gotta say it crosses over the threshold of what Jack would meme,
Yeah.
because it's not G, not rated G.
Yeah.
But love it.
Love it.
It's got its place in the Conscious Club podcast. That's for sure.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Once beaten and twice shy, I keep my distance while you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I love you, I meant it. And now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kissed me now, I know you'd fool me again. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
Thank you for the Weird Al ending. Thank you. That was everything.
I have to say, the guy on the left with the giant fuzzy Jack.
Yeah.
He is the one and only, I believe, the top Vulf adjacent TikToker on TikTok, and we're gonna see a few more of his.
Is he a opera?
Yeah, he's like a vocalist,
Opera guy?
like a vocal student. Yeah, but we'll see a few more from him. He even has a Vulf dance TikTok.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bow, bow.
Wow. Michael Spencer on TikTok.
He is the #1 Vulf adjacent TikToker. Just letting you know. We're probably gonna have him on the show at some point.
Here's how I would dance in the Charlie Brown. Now this is Vulfy.
I know. This was a huge trend going around before Christmas, and even though it's not Christmas yet, but of people, it's pretty great. I feel like we skipped one though, did we?
Nope.
Are you sure? Yeah, we
Oh,
did.
we did?
You dink.
I just went to the next one while you were talking.
All
And
right.
then you went to the next one. You skipped it.
Okay. This one's cool. I like that one because I feel like it'd be something Jack would like to see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we watched that one. On to the next. All right, Vulfa Jace.
Cup stack.
He's just such a strange guy, but I love him. He has a bunch of funny little talks. This one's for Danny Wood. I specifically pulled this for Danny Wood.
Love it.
I literally, like, Danny will relate because he lives in a place that snows, but that's literally what it feels like when you're driving in a blizzard. It literally feels like Star Wars. Go ahead. I just liked her.
Stanky.
I just liked her, so I pulled that. This guy's just strange, so I had to do this one.
The skeletons in the closet from middle school band. Cute.
Love it.
You could just hit the space bar.
Okay.
Hi, I want to show you what I got as a gift. Called a Damn It doll.
Oh my gosh.
I think this is Johnny Cash's son, by the way. Nash.
Oh, Nash Cash?
Pretty sure that's his son.
Will Anderson on TikTok. Love it. That ass. They had Vulfpeck queued up. That ass, dude.
I love this one.
That is the best one so far.
It's funny because my feed on TikTok is like anything Vulf, it'll pop up because it's like
That's
my
great.
algorithm is
They
like
know.
Vulfy. It's so funny.
They know who you are.
They know me.
That's a wet ass pussy. Now get a bucket and a mop. That's a wet ass. Let me tell you, I got this ring. Gobble me.
With a put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I'm putting down on them before I have a boost. Hang your coat for this wet ass pussy.
He's making it a disco song.
Me talk your shit. Bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride. Let me tell you, I got this ring. Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside me. Jump out for you, let it get inside me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I'm putting down on them before I have a nigga running. Me talk your shit.
Shout out to Logic Pro, huh? Hell yeah. Oh, he got those speakers I got.
Yeah, he literally has your speakers.
Did he make that here? Jeez.
He basically has our studio. Michael Spence coming through. The Vulfiest guy. He's late. Michael Spencer.
Spence. Love him.
This pigeon bops, bro.
Oh, the pig!
Look at him. Look at him. To the beat. Whoa. To the beat, bitch. To the beat.
Play that again. Play that again.
This pigeon is with the beat, bro. Look at him go.
Can we get that guy? Get that pigeon on the show? I want that pigeon on the show.
We do need that pigeon on the show. All right, 2 more.
All right.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Respera Banya Felisa. Respera Banya
Sparrow
Banyo. I love that he's in the banyo saying banyo.
I love how it's Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
No D in that word.
I know. Oh my god.
No second D.
No second D. All right, last one.
So this video is for the marketing department for Hamburger Helper and nobody else. So if you're not part of the marketing department for Hamburger Helper, you can keep scrolling. Or if you're Ingrid Michaelson, because I probably have to clear this with you anyway, but everybody wants the glove. Everybody wants the beef glove. Glove.
The beef glove?
Everybody wants the glove. Everybody wants the beef glove. Glove.
The beef glove.
He's the second Vulf adjacent TikToker, Evan. Evan also has some Vulfy TikToks.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
I gotta
Michael
say,
Spencer,
for our first, I
supreme.
think, this podcast transcends social platforms starting. We started with the Facebook group, and it was a weekly dive-in to the Facebook group, which we do every week.
We post on
when
YouTube.
We can, anyway. Yeah, and now it's TikTok. We're evolving the show.
Also, we pull from Insta, too. And we post the show on YouTube.
What don't we do, dog?
Bro, we're everywhere.
And humble.
Soup's hum, bro.
Soup's hum. And I think that was a...
That's it.
That's it? We don't have another segment?
That's our show, bro. That's it. We just got to wrap with music.
OMG. Well, I got to say... we
That's
love
blast.
all y'all here at the Conscious Club Podcast on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, Amazon Music. We're everywhere, y'all, and we have updated the entire library on audio. I already got a shout out on the DMs from Tommy. I think his name is Was it Tommy from our live stream who knew everything?
Oh yeah.
I think Tommy. If I'm getting your name wrong, well, whatever. Sorry. But he was like, "Thank you so much for putting the audio up. I'm listening to all of it."
I remember that.
If you listen to the show on audio, it's
probably better.
Super fan. You're even bigger than Danny Wood, because I don't think Danny Wood ain't listened to the audio portion of this. So we love you, Tommy. If I got your name wrong, I'm very sorry, but you know who you are. But this is the Conscious Club Podcast. We love you. Thank you guys for watching.
Have a happy holiday.
'Tis the season to be jolly, and what better to do it than surrounding ourselves with funk music and the Vulf people.
And the Christmas in LA and the Santa Baby and all the goodness that there is.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get out of your hair. See y'all.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Indy here, and thanks for watching the Conscious Club Podcast. Please be advised that this is a fan-made podcast. Even though we would love nothing more, we are not associated with Vulfpeck, Vulf Records LLC, Vulf Productions Inc, or any associated acts tied to the greater Vulf umbrella. We do this show out of love, not for monetary gain. We simply wanted an outlet like this to exist, so we made it happen, and I hope that's okay. Thanks for watching, and always remember, fee fi fo fum.